Welcome back to another episode of James Bond First Watch, and today we are reviewing the fourth Sean Connery movie, and that is You Only Live Twice. This movie came out in 1967, June 13th. So let's get into this movie. So there's quite a bit of problems for me in this movie that every time I think about the problems, it just kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. So I want to kind of get into those. So the movie starts off with Sean Connery getting shot and all that. I thought that was interesting. I love how they had M's place and this submarine, and you have Moneypenny there. I like all that. That's really cool. The parts where it falls apart is where they get into the Japan secret agency, and it turns out there's like this whole samurai thing, and then he's like, come stay at my house, and that's the thing about Japan. You don't do anything. The girls do it all for you. I'm like, this is too heavy-handed and, like, too much. And I get it's in that James Bond world, but it just does not age well, and it doesn't feel right by any means. And then there's this whole part where he has to become Japanese. He doesn't even look Japanese. They literally just dyed his hair and messed with his eyebrows. That's all they did. And he's like this, kind of like Igor the whole time. And it does really nothing with it at all after that. It's just kind of for him to get around. And then he gets with like two girls and they all die. And then they get this girl and he has to marry someone. I don't know if they explained why he had to get married to someone. It makes no sense. Even though I watched the movie, I watched reviews on it, I watched so much stuff on it, and I still don't understand why did he have to get married. But they completely roast the girl. They call her Pig Nose. Pig Nose. But suddenly he starts to like her, and it's just kind of weird. And then at the end, they kiss and everything, and now he really likes her and everything. It makes no sense. And then you got the whole villain aspect, and that's the thing I really hate about this movie. Is like there's the whole space aspect, and you don't feel anything. It's like, oh, there'll be a massive war going on and everything. I'm like, honestly, I could care less about this whole thing happening. It's like not really entertaining. It's just this one rocket that goes up there and swallows things, and I get it, that's like a whole world disaster thing that you should be scared about, but like the thing is if you're going to do it, make it more threatening. Like it was never really threatening that much. And then you also have the whole scenario with them destroying it, where James Bond has to open it and it just explodes and everything's fine, and it's just weird. And then you also got Blofeld in this movie, which is just odd. This movie just doesn't hit in all the right places that it should. Let's talk about the Bond song. So we have You Only Live Twice. So I really like the music part of it. I don't really like the lyrics or anything. It's very down. It's like, it's what they say about Spectre with writings on the wall, where it's like, this doesn't get you excited for the movie or anything. This doesn't get you excited. It feels like I'm watching this on like watching a movie where someone's like dying or someone's falling in love, and in a romantic movie. It doesn't feel like a James Bond movie, and this is not romantic in any way. It really isn't.
You only live twice, or so it seems. One life for yourself and one for your dreams. You drift through the...
It really isn't. He roasts the girl, like he dies in the movie. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense. This one I do own on Steelbook, and if you guys know anything from the series so far, I love Steelbooks. I got this in a deal. I didn't purposely go out to go buy this one, so let me make that clear. But again, this seems like one I would probably watch again, but it won't be like I really need to check it out. But yeah, so let's get to my Guideline score. This is the score rating scale I do, where there's 3 scores. You got the below the line, you got on the line, and then you got the Guideline, the best, the one that you want to watch over and over again. It just hit you in that moment when you first saw it. It was just there from the start. And I would have to give this score a below the line. basically, I would watch this movie again, but I'm like, after researching and all this to do this review, kind of made me fall out of love that I had right before I was going to start. It's kind of like Goldfinger for me. Like, I'll probably watch it again. There's some good moments, but I think this is definitely less significant to the Bond lore. That one's that like, oh, should you check this one out? This one I would probably be like, you can check it out if you like Sean Connery. Like, I love Sean Connery as Bond, so like he knocks it out of the park every time for me. So I'm not going to keep on saying his name because that's Bond. He is Bond to me. He is great. So if you guys want to check out more of these episodes, you can go to guidelineentertainment.com to get all the entertainment you need. And you guys want to check out my social media or Guidelines, you can go to guideline_OC on all social medias. You can find me at Wiley K. Todd on all social medias. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.